are the people that always selling a bunch of bullshit and no solution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the people who really think about this shit, you know, that seen this shit. We was doing this shit, nigga. Nipsey didn't influence my generation. It's niggas who is already doing this shit for each other. And niggas is waiting on entertainers to do it for, but it's real people out here that's been doing this shit that niggas never look at. And that's the fucked up part, cause it's I need a sensational nigga to tell me how to do something. But it's a nigga in your neighborhood that's been showing you the fucking way. You see what I'm saying? But niggas don't care about that shit. I need you to have on jewels and all this other shit, which is fucking fucked up. Cause you creating a system of people who only look at niggas who have material gains to listen to. And these not the great thinkers of this fucking world. It's nobody quoting these niggas as the great thinkers of this world. But that's the niggas who niggas look at. But the niggas who are really in depth and who have solutions for this shit, who don't never think about can't. Never think about can't. Nigga, I'm solution based. I don't listen to problems to gossip with niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. But niggas don't have no fucking heart. And that's the thing. You can't go to war with niggas who love tangible things. And niggas talk that fucking warrior shit, but these niggas is so unproven. They so unproven. But you give your loyalty to niggas who are unproven, who do shit for money and that's it. They don't do shit for the love of the people. And the biggest commodity of anything is the fucking people. It's no you without the people. You don't give a fuck how much money you got. The pandemic showed, nigga, with no people, nigga, you're nothing. I survived with the people. It's niggas that's growing food when niggas is hungry. Nigga, we got a garden, we growing food for niggas. You ain't gotta go to the grocery store. That's the real shit. I don't give a fuck about your Maserati, nigga, because it doesn't help me in the pandemic. When you got a nigga who understands herbs and shit and he saved your daughter life, nigga, this ain't shit I gotta guess about. This shit that when I'm holding a fucking, my baby in her hand, she this big. And she's 1 year old. And she weighed 10 pounds. And they about to cut her stomach open. And I say enough is enough. Fuck all that. Yo, X, what can I do for my kid? And this nigga talks so cavalier like what I was talking about wasn't shit. He said, nigga, do this, do that, do this. In a month's time, somebody who looked like she was burnt up from eczema, who weighed 10 pounds, who couldn't even hold food down, who for hours and hours would just rock to the side while her hair was just smooth. I watched her come from that to walking. Now she's 6. Because I relied on somebody who sat down and done the information and I trusted. Because of the day they was finna cut my kid's stomach open. I relied on the community, somebody who does that for a living, who loves the knowledge of what plants are, who breeds that, and that's the commodity that I needed, and not somebody who sit on the computer all day. Because we can't just do one thing. We have to be able to do a lot of things because the people who running shit around us, they do a lot of shit. And all the shit they do, they got from us. But we don't capitalize, but we rather be the financial backing for every other ethnic group besides our own. And then we make war with each other. Because I see you doing something, I want to do the exact same thing. Instead of asking you how I can branch from something that comes from my mind. And these are the things that, man, we have to care about if we care about our children. Not just us. It's what we care about our children. Our children, if we make our children global, if our children are speaking multiple languages, if our children care about other things other than just entertainment, and they know how to grow shit, and they know how to build shit, and they know how to do shit, that's the strength. That's the commodity that you talking about that you have to barter with. Because now you have a community of strong people who can barter with anything, because now we speak everything like we used to. You don't find Africans that speak one language, because every 100 kilometers it's a different dialect, so they have to learn everything to barter and trade. The thing is, when the number one thing against us is not the fucking racism, it's the propaganda. That's the one. If I can convince people that you are a certain way, that's way stronger than anything. The propaganda of that. If we fight propaganda, then and we fight propaganda by having character. Yeah. And showing character and showing ultimate love. We have to love each other, man, as hard as they have made us hate each other. On all aspects. Because this is one thing that we have to sell to our people. Fuck the fact that we was in slavery. And not disrespecting it, but that's not the thing that we can push. We have to push. The one thing that we are 100% perfect in is survival. We have survived everything that we've been through. Every single thing. So we can't relish in what we used to be. We have to, where we are now, and what can we do to build better now from what we used to do. And what we used to do was survive together. That saying that we're crabs in a barrel. The thing is this. Crabs didn't belong in fucking barrels. Have you ever seen crabs in the wild, crabs move together? That's why they always catch them together. And it's not the fact that they're in the barrel. It's the fact that they know that they're supposed to be together. So when one is at the tip of the barrel, the other one clamps on, hoping to drag all the rest of them out of the barrel. It's the crab in the barrel thing. Nigga, we don't belong in barrels. We in a land that we was brought to. So we have to make do, and we have to clamp on each other and make the best that we can make with everything. Even when people are negative, you have to understand the negative people, you have to be able to use them as well. Because they have a purpose. I used to be back in the day, I used to be the nigga that niggas would send to niggas if you owe some bread.